there was a IED planted in a cemetery wall, and they were on foot patrol.
When he was in a coma in the hospital, they were telling me he wasn't even going to live.
When this first happened, I couldn't remember a damn thing.
They was telling me he'd be a vegetable in bed the rest of his life.
It's just changed our whole life. Because now he can't defend the country that he loves so much.
They are returning back home, and we owe them every opportunity for success, every opportunity for a return to productive life. And that's what NeuroRestorative seeks to provide. NeuroRestorative has been given an opportunity to make a measurable difference in these veterans' lives, in these families' lives. And it is an awesome responsibility that we have taken, that we have been provided with by the Veterans Administration, by active duty service members. And we intend to serve these individuals in a way that allows them to get back to independence and quality of life.
For the first time, the Veterans Administration has contracted with civilian providers that specialize in the delivery of post-acute brain injury rehabilitation services. NeuroRestorative is proud to be one of the providers selected to partner with the VA to serve these men and women. In addition, NeuroRestorative has been honored to work with active duty service members who have required supports from civilian providers.
Justin was normally on point, and they were training a new guy on point, so Justin was in the center of the formation when the IED went off.
Marine Corporal Justin Bunce was just days into his second tour in Iraq when he was severely injured. Shrapnel from the bomb blast tore into his brain and his right eye. He was quickly evacuated to a military hospital in Germany and underwent life-saving brain surgery. Today, more than 9 years after his injury, Justin continues to rebuild his life and recover from his injuries.
About his junior year in high school, he came up to me and said, "Dad, what's the toughest service?" And I said, "Physically or mentally?" And he said, "Physically," because he's a big, strong kid, loved to play rugby. And I said, "Well, physically, it's definitely the Marines." And he said, "I'm going to be a Marine," and that was the end of it. He decided right then and there he was going to be a Marine.
Justin received services from NeuroRestorative for more than a year to help him develop the skills he needs to return to the community.
Got the call, went to the hospital, and everything was fine except for 2 days later, had a brain hemorrhage. And it's been a roller coaster ride for a year and a half.
Army Sergeant John Fleming was riding his motorcycle when he was hit by a truck. He suffered a severe TBI.
And they was keeping him alive on a respirator just so they could have his organs. They wanted me to sign his organs away.
Marine Corps Sergeant Douglas Paget was a helicopter mechanic. While on leave, he was in a devastating car accident. He suffered a severe TBI and lost his ability to walk and to speak.
My wife, Daphne, died in the car accident.
Man.
We were on our way home from her mother's funeral.
Man.
He laid in a coma for probably a week or 10 days, started to come out of it, but he was never the same.
Army veteran John Cook was in a motorcycle crash. He wasn't wearing a helmet.
I don't remember the mangled pile of metal and rubber and plastic they showed me pictures of. I do remember the beautiful sporty bike I left my apartment on.
These four men and their families have found that the programs at NeuroRestorative, developed and refined over nearly 35 years on the cutting edge of brain injury rehabilitation, have far exceeded their expectations.
What is now NeuroRestorative began in 1977. We were a pioneer in treatment of brain injury, and we have continued to evolve to meet the needs of the individuals that we serve.
I am very glad that the VA allows us to have the capability, if a family member finds the right situation, they will work with you to be able to go and have access to that, quote, civilian care, to be able to go and really maximize the recovery.
NeuroRestorative recognizes that no two brain injuries are alike. And part of our approach to treatment is to ensure that the program that we put in place is specific to that veteran, is specific to that active duty service member.
All right, we're going to the bathroom, okay?
The people there are real nice to work with. It's really easy going.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Still awake?
Yeah.
All righty, here we go.
It's taken us 4 places prior to this to get him here, but it was well worth it.
Right here, right back here.
These people help you out a lot more than other places do.
John, you look so handsome. Do you feel better?
Mm-hmm.
You look great.
The place I was a long time ago, they didn't do none of this stuff. You basically went in there in the morning for counseling to talk to their counselors and stuff.
You feel like you're done?
You know, here you're talking to other soldiers. And you're talking to other people that have basically had the same thing happen to them that's happened to you. So it's a lot more personal.
At NeuroRestorative, our 4-pronged concurrent approach to rehabilitation focuses on individualized therapeutic interventions, restoration of functional skills and abilities through the development of compensatory strategies and training, education for participants and their families about the effects of brain injury, and real-world application where participants actively practice skills and strategies designed to allow them to function as independently as possible in the community. Each participant receives customized supports and services based on their individualized needs, including speech, physical, and occupational therapy, substance abuse treatment, medication management, and psychological services.
He has progressed so much in the year that he's been here that this is a lifesaver.
The staff is awesome. They're there 100% for the soldiers to help them out and get them through this so that they can get back home to their families and get back home and get back to work.
That's when you were in Iraq. That's that one little boy that you used to take candy to. Every brain injury is different, and NeuroRestorative understands that. Most places, they don't. They treat them as a group, and you can't do that.
John has been in a wheelchair since his accident. Since coming to NeuroRestorative, the clinicians have said there's a chance he could walk again one day.
That was the best news I had heard, because before, every other place said, this is as good as he's going to get. And this was the first ray of hope that I finally have him where he needs to be. And they care about not just the individual, they care about the family. 16 years, I'm not going to leave you now. Okay.
Okay, Doug, we're heading to the store.
Before coming to NeuroRestorative, Doug Padgett had little hope of living on his own.
Nothing was really working because he sits at home, he's bored, he's depressed. He needed something, and I thought, well, let's see how NeuroRestorative does then.
So your mom's gonna get you to eat some salad while she's here.
After my TBI, I was unable to talk or communicate effectively. I used gestures, facial expressions, and my mom. I could not walk for 5 or 6 years. I was unable to take care of myself for several years and was unable to live on my own. I was unable to return to work because of my difficulty communicating. Please give me a moment. I use this device to communicate. I have not been able to communicate verbally for over 12 years. Now that I have this Dynavox, I am able to use words again. I am very excited to talk to my family again. Ham salad.
Okay. Ma'am.
1 pound, please.
Ma'am.
Anything else?
Ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ma'am.
Well, NeuroRestorative has helped him tremendously in the short time he's been here. I was apprehensive about him coming because he'd never been away and he didn't really want to go. And he said he would give it a few weeks, and he hasn't wanted to come home yet.
You don't know.
He loves it here at NeuroRestorative. He's basically got his own little apartment. He's treated just like everyone else.
You can live pretty close to downtown and go on your scooter many places.
He's gained so much independence. He does more on his own. and it's just done a lot for him.
Since I came to NeuroRestorative, I have made lots of progress. I am really excited to be able to go out to eat and to order my own food. I would like 2 challenge slices, please. For the last several years, I have pretty much only communicated with close friends and family. Now that I have this Dynavox, I can also access the internet. I have email and a Facebook account with hundreds of connections.
Ah, yes, 2 challenge slices.
No.
How is it?
It's been a big turning point. He's going to go far here, I think. He's really going to, it's going to help him.
I love you.
Yeah.
Great.
Just make me cry more.
Good luck.
Go ahead, I'll hold it for you.
Oh, you're gonna make me do it.
Well, yeah, this is your project.
He definitely has done better than he's ever done before.
John Cook's brain injury made it hard for him to focus or communicate appropriately. Since coming to NeuroRestorative, John has discovered his love of writing and spends his days writing poetry and working in the woodshop, using his hands to craft pieces of art, in addition to participating in a range of other therapeutic activities.
Here, I've seen him come to life because he has been joyful and happy, and his conversations are positive as a majority, just because of the engagement of the staff and the encouragement and uplifting that they've done for him.
I've come a long way. It was a form of communication. People got what I felt.
What I liked about NeuroRestorative was the fact that he started out at one level and had his needs met 24 hours a day, had 24-hour supervision, and then he progressed at his own rate until he got to the level that he's at now. He has made drastic improvements in the last 5 months. I mean, he's a whole different person than what he was 5 months ago.
You can get better. You can get everything back, or as close enough that you can still have quality of life as well as quantity.
With the heart?
No, not yet.
If we had to place him in a nursing home, I think he would have gone downhill so fast, and he would be a lot worse off than he was when we placed him there. He has done so well that hopefully he'll be able to live independently again.
They gave me back what I thought I'd never have again.
Hi, John.
Miss Lisa, got a minute?
Sure, come on in.
NeuroRestorative partners closely with the local VA to support participants and ensure continuity of care. The VA caseworker is an integral part of the treatment team.
Focus here isn't on what can I do once, but what can I do every day? How can the quality of my life be better every day?
Okay, so what do you want to do this evening? There's been doctors within DOD that said he'd never walk again, that he, at one point we were told we were going to take him off life support in one of his subsequent injuries that he had, and that decision I was going to be faced with in the next few days. So I mean, when I look at it from that perspective, his progress has been in light years. I mean, it's tremendous.
We are very proud of the supports that we've put in place specific for veterans and for active duty service members. We know their stories, we learn from their families, we're compassionate about our care, and we're recognizing that we have an awesome responsibility to help them to integrate back into the community.
If he can help animals or help elderly people, that will give him a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction and make his day mean something to him. And that's really the goal that I'm looking for.
He's still here, and he'll be here for as long as he can. As long as they'll have him.
Man.
This has just been the best thing in the world that could have happened.
NeuroRestorative has just brought more of my husband out than I've seen in a long time. And our grandbabies are seeing Grandpa again. And that means the world to us.
To learn more or to make a referral, please contact us at 1-800-743-6802 or visit our website at www.neurorestorative.com.